Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for clicking on 5 News Web News. It is Thursday, May 23rd. I'm Matt Heckel, and here's what's been making top stories this morning here on 5 News. Heavy wind and rain caused some headaches for people in certain parts of our area last night. The rain actually caused some damage in parts of Barber County. Now, this is what we found when we got to Route 119 near Alderson Broadus College. Trees were pushed down into the guardrail, one fell into a house, and some trees even took out power lines. That put a lot of people in the dark throughout Barber County for quite some time. Crews were working to fix those power lines in hopes of having it back on as soon as possible. Of course, we did not experience anything close to the EF5 tornado that touched down in Moore, Oklahoma Monday afternoon. Officials say there are as many as 13,000 homes damaged or destroyed from Monday's deadly tornado. The initial estimate of damage is being placed at about $2 billion. The tornado was on the ground for 40 minutes, leaving a trail of destruction 17 miles long. 24 people died and hundreds were injured. The White House announced that President Obama plans to visit Oklahoma on Sunday to meet with survivors and first responders. Now, we've been telling you about how people around here are going out of their way to help those affected by the storms, and now a local 911 dispatcher is joining the relief efforts, packing up a U-Haul and driving to the worst hit areas. Chris Foster of Barber County is collecting items to take down to Oklahoma to help those who lost everything. She'll be joined by her best friend when she goes down there at the end of June.
Because right now, they have tons of people, but everybody's life has to go on. So as people start to leave, that's when we hope to come in. It's amazing. I put a Facebook message on this morning and my phone and Facebook has gone crazy. Everyone has called and asked, how can we help? What can we do? It is amazing the support that's coming through.
Now, they're asking for toiletries, animal supplies, and non-perishable foods. They'll have a trailer outside the courthouse until they leave where you can drop off those items. You can also make a donation at the Premier Bank in Philippi. The account there is Barber County Relief for Oklahoma. Well, an update now on the incident we've been telling you about where a man was apparently stabbed in the stomach in Braxton County a few days ago. Now the man police think is responsible is behind bars. They said 30-year-old Justin Campbell and the victim apparently got into a fight on Friday. The victim supposedly tried to leave, but Campbell said he was, quote, going to cut his guts out. He then allegedly stabbed the victim in his right rib cage, causing his lung to collapse. While police still on the hunt for the suspect or suspects behind a string of robberies in our area lately. The latest was at the Quiet Dell Sports Grill earlier this week, and the Harrison County Sheriff said they still don't know if all these cases are even connected. Sheriff's deputies say an armed man walked into the restaurant at 9:30 Monday night. He then handed over a note to an employee, demanded money, then took off. He had dark hair and glasses and was wearing a dark jacket, khaki shorts, and tennis shoes. Witnesses say he was driving a silver 4-door passenger car with damage to the right rear bumper. If you have any information on this, you can call the Sheriff's Department. Their number is 623-6655. Over in Randolph County, police need your help finding whoever was behind the break-ins of 6 businesses early yesterday morning. Troopers told us things were stolen from the businesses in the Glen Moore area on the Beverly 5 lane. They haven't released a description of the suspects yet, but they are asking anyone with information to give them a call. Their number is 637-0200. Meanwhile, a man went to St. Joe's with multiple burns on his body over the weekend, and police say that led them to a meth lab in Buchanan. Deputies say they found the items to make meth at the home on Randolph Street. They said the investigation is ongoing and several arrests will be made. And no word yet on what caused an abandoned home to burn to the ground early yesterday morning, but firefighters tell 5 News it does look suspicious. Crews were called to the home on Locust Street in Salem just after midnight yesterday, and they say the home was covered in flames by the time they got there. Nobody was living in the house and no one was injured. The State Fire Marshal's office was called in to investigate, so stay with us here at 5 News for any further updates. And let's take a quick look at what our newsroom's working on for tonight. For First at 5 and 5 News at 6. First up, a man who pleaded guilty to sexual assault charges is set to be sentenced in court today. We're going to have that story. We're also going to have more on some recent thefts at Tiger Lake. We're going to talk to officials about the problem. And Chief Meteorologist Ken Meehan's going to have your first alert forecast. That is tonight on First at 5 and 5 News at 6. Of course, be sure to join us then. That is what's making headlines today. We'll see you later. Have a great day.